I just finished watching Obsession, and boy, bravo, bravo. This is a hell of a movie. This is probably one of the better horror movies I've seen in the past 5 years. So, it's going to be a lot of spoilers in this because I'm just giving my initial reaction. I got a couple notes here that I took away from the movie that was important to me. But for the most part, this is just me reacting to this movie. The way it's shot, the acting, the girl that plays Nikki, she acted her ass off. She acted her ass off. They I think they did a couple things with the makeup, but for the most part, I think she's just manipulating her face. Like again, I just got done watching. I just sat down, cut this on to record. So I haven't done any further research, but spoilers again, spoiler alert right now. If you haven't watched this movie, go watch it. If you got Peacock, you can watch it. I would recommend going to go see it in a theater. But bro, opening scene lays out so much and makes so much sense to why Bear is the way he is and shows you who he is and why he's going to make the decisions he's going to make. Opening scene tells you everything. Tells you everything. So we start out. Bear is pouring his heart out, you know, about this girl, which we find out is Nikki, and he's practicing it with a waitress in this diner. And he gets cut off by his friend Ian. So we at least know he has two friends, right? But it's kind of played as he's awkward, he's shy. So I'm like, I could kind of relate to that a little bit. I was a shy guy. I was the chunky kid at one point. I was scared of rejection from girls, like I'm pretty sure a lot of dudes is at some point. But we know he isn't an outcast, right? And in that monologue, he lays out that Nikki he moved into this town and Nikki integrated him into this friend group. So he's not lonely in this. Yeah, is he awkward? Yes. Does he not really fit into the group? Yes, but they accept him anyway, which I think it's cool. Awkward people need friends. People with crippling anxiety needs friends. We see some medication in his cabinet. Some of it some of it his nana, who we later find out passed, but he still has the pills around. Important for later on. But I have to say, Ian, Ian, man, Ian, Ian is a flawed friend, which I don't think that we all are the bestest people in the world all the time. But this man right here could have prevented the entirety of this movie happening. I'm glad it happened because I was entertained. But in a perfect world, don't be in. And in your real life, don't be in. Because one of the major things in this movie is this man had been sleeping with this girl that he knows one of the people in his friend group is obsessed with. If you listen to that, like the obsession shit is really for Bear. He is talking about she's in every song, she's all I think about, blah blah blah. Like this is giving like grand gesture proposal. Like these are like vow type vibes. Like I'm about to propose to you type vibes. The waitress eats it up. So it's not like it's people that don't like these things, or it's not women that don't like to be love bombed like this. She ate it up. But Ian cuts him off and is like, bro, Nikki hates that shit. Don't do that shit. She's not gonna like it. Giving him the game, which is that's good to know because it works for Ian. Ian is kind of like the asshole, funny, joking character. So them hooking up and them sleeping together would make sense because they kind of both social. They kind of make the jokey joke shit. You would see why it would make a little bit of sense why they would be hooking up, right? Ian also sets this man up for failure when he's like, "Hey, just tease her a little bit, like flirt with her. Like, have you tried like flirting?" And flirting comes in different forms. But the type of flirting he gets Bear to try to carry out is not his bag. He doesn't have the humor, he doesn't have the personality, he doesn't have the confidence to pull it off to where it feels like a joke. So when Ian tells him, do the freaky Nikki thing on her, it completely backfires when he later gets enough balls to be like, I'll give you a ride. Which that I think that was the most balls he showed the entirety of the movie, bro. Was when he told her, "Hey, I will take you." And I was just like, that was the one moment where he actually spoke up and tried to put himself out there. And I'm like, "Hey, shout out to you. Shout out to you, Bear." But I gotta get back to this monologue because it tells a lot about Bear and how he's incapable of reading people and understanding how people will react to what he's gonna say or what like a friend is. So this man in that monologue is like, when my nana passed, I was scared to tell you because I was gonna lose you. I don't know about you, but me personally, if I were to tell you, hey, my grandma passed, I would expect you, bro, to just pop in and be like, I'm sorry for your loss. If you a friend, I'm not expecting you to just, say, oh my God, like, weird. How dare you put your trauma on me like that? And I'm not saying it ain't people like that in the world, but as somebody who's been your friend for like probably years to this point, why would they push you away? We see how they react later on and how little social acumen he has when he just ups and says to the girl Sarah, "Hey, my cat died," and she hugs him, and he's like shocked that he's getting a hug to where he's like he doing a little bow, let me home. Like he doing one of them to get the hug in. Sorry for the joke, bad joke, but gang, he can't read social interactions really that well. So it's just it's frustrating to watch because I know it's on purpose. Like everybody's giving a good performance, bro. Like he's making me dislike him so much. He's making me not want to root for him so much just because him and Ian are villains. Now Ian not really a villain, just kind of a bad friend. But Bear villain. Villain by cowardice. Cause he's too scared. He's too scared to tell this girl how he feels. And Nikki is gives him the opportunity, like right here. Gives him the opportunity to say, hey, do you like me? Do you like me? You could tell me right now. Now's the time. Still won't do it. Nikki, again, probably can read that this man is lonely. Gives him a chance to, hey, look, you can talk to Sarah. Sarah actually likes you. Like, how do you feel about Sarah? Again, trying to help this man, trying to coach him through it. Ian didn't offer him that. He just keep letting him go with this pipe dream with Nikki. I mean, yeah, with Nikki. Even though Sarah, he probably knows Sarah like him too. Like it's obvious. Everybody's like it's obvious, and he's just like, nah, a friend. So he has this childlike obsession with Nikki to where we just seen him scrolling on the phone, like, bro, like he's sitting there scrolling on the phone, staring at the Instagram. Like he can't even see past that. To he can't see past that to the girl sitting literally to his left that actually like him. Which I'm sorry, I don't see what to like about about Bear, bro. I don't see why there's any reason why Sarah will like Bear other than to push the pot along. But hey, not my movie. I don't know what Sarah saw. She saw a brick. But this monologue, bro, just tells you that the concept of love to him is not really love. Now Bear. I think due to this anxiety or this whatever socially awkwardness he has, makes me believe a handful of things. He never had any friends before he came to this town, or he never had a good friend, or he cannot understand the concept of a friend or what a friend should be because he just cannot read anything, bro. But that's where my empathy for him stops. It stops right there because everything else he does in this movie takes him out of the protagonist seat and Loki just gives it to the Nikki that's trapped after he makes his wish to make her love him more than anything else in the world. The world. Just because the way he put it, it's like something a kid would wish. You know what I'm saying? Because when we see Ian later on make a wish, he makes a wish that you would think a 20-something-year-old would make with no money. He wished for $1 billion. Good moment for Ian in the movie. Too bad he didn't get to spend any of it. There is probably Speed Ran for the people who watch this movie. The most cowardly, worst, the most hated characters in all of cinema right now. Like, bro, the decision he makes after he realizes, because pretty early on, he realizes that this isn't really Nikki, right? But he just goes along with it. He kisses her. She says, "What the fuck?" after the kiss. Maybe you don't snap out of it then. You should have. But you go along, you spending all this time with her, you don't go anywhere else, y'all in the house all the time, or y'all at work, y'all all over each other, groping each other, and then the honeymoon stage starts to fade out. Like most relationships do, but he just keeps going because it's the thing he wished for, right? Until he starts to get tired of it, bro. I'm like, this guy. This guy just gets worse and worse because he refuses to make a choice, and by refusing to make a choice, he inadvertently makes one by doing nothing. So this girl is trying, and this is why I'm like, all right, the trap Nikki is the protagonist of this movie because she is fighting like hell to get away from whatever has possessed her, and is trying to leave notes, is trying to fight this chick, is trying. She'd rather die than let this thing control her. And yet Bear won't do shit about it, bro. Like he doesn't he can't even properly form a sentence to tell his best friend, "Hey, just make this wish for me." He can't even do that, bro. He the the very end of this movie, he makes the decision to swallow the pills, and I'm like, okay. The the car scene where he asked to take her home, and when he finally takes the shop owner's idea to off himself, are the two moments where it's like, okay, he built up some courage because other than that in this movie, he's a predator. He's a bad friend because he puts his friends in danger. He gets Sarah killed because while he asked for this girl to be with him and love him, not necessarily be with him, but love him more than anything else in the world, he gets it, and he was going to cheat on her. And then right before that, he tells Nikki what would be so bad about being with me. Because I think at that point she had broken out. I gotta watch the movie again. This is off the first watch. And then a little bit later on, knowing she's already done a bunch of weird stuff up until this point, right? She's showing that she's off. She's showing that she would stand there and pee herself rather than leave that spot, and she'd pee herself and wait for him to come back from work. She'd feed him his cat. She'd already shown a bunch of weird, crazy behavior to where Why would you put anybody in this girl's path? Like they's playing a Jenga game at the party. Cause this is why we got to where we got to. Pulls the block, says kiss the person to your left. She pulls her back. In the most I thought it was about to pop off right there. Like this movie does a great job of creating tension without a jump scare. Creating tension. Like you could feel it, and I ain't even there. I felt like I was in a damn room. A lot of the times I felt like I was in the room. But bro, pulls her back and puts herself there. Why would you go out? If she's willing to hurt herself, she's 100% willing to hurt somebody else. Why would you go out there and try to cheat? Like you have been sleeping with this girl for weeks, months. I don't know how long it went on. Basically a slave in your crib, and you know Nikki's in there. You know Nikki can see what's going on, and yet you just keep going, keep sleeping with her, keep going. Ian says it's weird. You just like, nah, this is just like this is good. Why can't she just like why can't you just be okay with, he giving them that vibe? Why can't you just be happy for us? Again, this is before you knew, like, anywho. So protagonist Nikki is the protagonist because this is clearly the villain of the movie. bro is clearly the villain of this movie the entire time, gang. Like, he's the worst. He's the worst. And it makes me remember right before he was about to drop her off. He's like, yeah. Ian's like, yeah, take your girl. And she's like, ew, no. Now that right there would have sent a shot to my heart, but it didn't deter him. Didn't deter him. And it kind of like Nikki was playing this game to where I was like, okay, she said a line where it was like, when I have a crush on a guy, nobody knows, because they was referring to Sarah because she was being so obvious that she liked Bear. When somebody has a crush on me, nobody knows. So I'm like, okay, is she alluding to Ian, which we later on find out, because you can't really pick up on that until Sarah tells you, or at least you're not supposed to. A little bit later says, I can't really talk about my feelings and with anybody except for you. And then she gives him the opportunity again to say if she has a crush on him. Like nobody else would know but besides them two, if Bear had feelings for her. But Bear's such a fucking coward. He won't even do it. Like she throwing the man. And Nikki to this point, very social. Like I said, give a heroin addict her friends $20. So it's just like this girl isn't going to like snap on you or anything. But then the second time in the car too, let me go back a little bit. He's like, "Oh yeah, like I got something for you," instead of just saying, like, he could have did that and just been like, "Look," she goes you to that first of all, where she was like, "Yeah, I got something for you," because he's again positioning himself as like in this situation is like, "Oh yeah, I got something for you," as if like he's her boy or her boyfriend already, or he's her man already. But she don't really like romance like that, or she don't like the lovey dovey shit like that. But I think she likes romance, and I don't think she sees the buying possession things as romance per se. But the feelings aspect Nikki's talking about is where the romance lies. So you could kind of hear that about how she talks about her book and her writing. So again, Bear still cannot see what the hell is going on, bro. It's just so frustrating. It's so frustrating, dude. But the actual horror in this movie, the uneasy feelings, like I said, I brought up the scene at the party where she pulls her out of the way, or like the one jump scare thing we get where she runs up to the car and bashes her head against the window. And it's only really two kills in this movie, Ian and Sarah. So The rest of the movie though, and those aren't even like the scary scenes. The scary scenes is literally just her being her, because she's not physically imposing, but the lighting and the body movements and the voice and the facial expressions are everything. Like she Bear wakes up in the middle of the night and he can't find her. I'm like, oh fuck, jump scare coming for sure. But it wasn't necessarily a jump scare. It was, you have to find her in the room. And I'm sitting back in my seat like, I don't like this. I don't like this. I don't like the shadowy figure thing, because we've all had this moment where we like, is that a person? Is that something back there in our room at some point? And it looks like something, but it's not. But in this case, yeah, it was somebody, and she's watching him sleep. Mm-mm, mm-mm. Had me getting into bed next to my wife to kind of like side eye a little bit. Like I didn't want to face her a little bit at some points. I didn't even make a wish. I didn't have to. But those moments, bro, because they do it a lot, where you could just kind of just see the silhouette. And it's the fear of like, what is she gonna do? Because she's so unpredictable. It's like, what's she gonna do? She don't care about her well-being. She don't care about nobody else's well-being. What the fuck is about to happen next? Because she moving weird. She moving backwards and shifting and shit, bro. It's crazy. It's wild. So like, I'm sitting there watching this movie, bro, and there's so many, like, even this car scene, like, it's so many scenes where the way it's shot, we looking away and we can't really see her face, bro. Ever. And it's just the idea of her around the room, bro. And you're like, what's gonna happen? And the music at certain points, like, it's not overdone. It's not super beaten into you with the music and shit. Like, it comes and it's very purposeful. Like, I know in this trailer we're gonna see this shit a lot. Like,
tree could conjure the branch of love. Only the branch of a willow tree could conjure.
It's weird how you two are dating all of a sudden. Like, super dating.
Like this shit gang, like, where he thinking he, like, that's where I got it. Honestly, this what got Sarah fucked up, because he thinking he's scot free. He think he got some shit going. He think he about to sneak off real quick, but she there. She watching you still. Like, brother, these moments, bro, where it's like, Bear just being a bitch, and he's like, he's frozen. He's frozen in fear of his girlfriend, and where he just won't move. And I'm like, Bear, fucking do something, Bear. But you know the character of Bear is not gonna do shit, so you just stuck with his fucking POV and his poorly lit house, and she in the fucking shadows.
I think Nikki is going through something.
Like, that shit, the way she was moving in that room, nigga. Like, the shit that they doing in the trailer right now. No, it's dead silent. It's dead silent for the most part. And it's either Bear or it's her. It gives you the real feeling of dread in that bitch. I'm like, please, just stop this shit. Move on to the next thing. Scare me already. Do something.
Like what? Is she okay? No.
Jeez, what kind of spells you put on her?
And just like the moments of her screaming at bro is so random, because she go from like here, like really quiet, to bow through the fucking ceiling at moments, bro. It's just like masterful performance. You got to get some type of reward award for this shit, for this type of work that she doing in this movie, bro. The crying, it's the way that they put fear into this movie is something, and the way that they shot it, it's a damn good job, bro.
Nikki?
Bro, like the stuff that they do, they really playing it up in the trailer, because the movie ain't really all this loud and verbose with the shit that goes on, like, or like loud.
I love you. I love you. I love you. I love you! I was calling to see if there's a way I can cancel a wish.
I'm sorry, we don't really do that.
So she's just stuck like this forever?
Well, yeah, I mean, as long as you live.
As long as I live?
Yeah, hell of a movie, man. I would recommend going to go see this shit. I would highly recommend going to go see this damn movie, bro. Like her, I'll put her name somewhere in the thing, but hell of a job, dog. Bear's inability to read social cues and his crippling anxiety, and Ian trying to protect Bear's feeling, popped off this entire chain of events. And Shorty is the victim. Nikki is the victim of all this shit. And Sarah, of course. But that's Bear's doing. But, you know, had Ian been honest and had Bear had an ounce of courage, we in a totally different situation. But hopefully Nikki was able to tell the police that Bear did everything, because other than that, she going to jail. She going to jail for sure. I would have just said, look, Bear did it all. Bear killed da-da-da, Bear killed doo-doo-doo. Go on, write your books, and find the $1 billion that fell out of the sky for Ian, and move on with your life. Hopefully you had a couple dollars on him. But final rating on this movie is a 9.5 out of 10. I'm going to go see this movie again. I will be watching it multiple times. I will be showing this movie to people. So without further ado, go see Obsession. And I'm going to get us up out of here. Cool. Let me know your thoughts and opinions on the movie if you did watch it below. Peace.